I think the mic is live. Give me just a tick, chat, because I'm doing a lot of things and I'm a little behind. Not gonna lie, I think this is a slightly too ambitious stream. So hopefully this works. I've only been plugging away at it for like an hour. Let me get the stream up on my Legion Go. Okay. All right. So, hopefully, you all can hear me and see me. Kind of looks like it. Should be a little bit better. Whew. Okay. There might be a delay. The one thing I couldn't figure out right now is getting a monitor over here, which I should be able to do, but it would probably take me another like 10 minutes. But from where I'm sitting, we should be pretty okay. I can bring this camera down. Because I want to sit for a bit. Because this is a lot of moving parts. But I think we got it. All right. This is a lot. This is too much, to be quite honest, chat. Pitch this down. All right. Okay. So there's going to be a little bit more delay because I'm reading the live chat on the Legion Go. I was trying to set up like a remote desktop thing, didn't have time. But how are y'all doing? It's freaking Saturday night. I love the warning on the screen, the guy getting airsoft. Well, it is an airsoft target, to be perfectly honest. Actually, I didn't check the sound on that. Is this, do you guys hear the, gunpowder SMT? Ooh, that delay is pretty hefty. It's like 4 or 5 seconds from my end. And is it like ear splitting? Oh, the anticipation is killing me. Or is chat just not updating? I break something? I don't think I broke something. I can see myself. Why, okay, there we go. Okay, maybe just nobody's talking. That's fine, that's whatever. Oh, snap, where are the mags for the Smiley? Ooh, that might be a problem. That might be a big problem. We'll find out. I'm also not used to, like, sitting down and shooting, but I could raise this up, and then I have to tweak everything. But for right now, I need to sit. I am big, and I've been running around for the past 90 minutes trying to set this up. I have the Smiley mag around here. Lovely Leo, maybe? They don't typically perform that well, and I'm not, like, an expert on them. So, yeah, I don't know if I'll ever actually, like, get into it. I could get away with it this time because, you know, it's xshot. But beyond that, eh. That's kind of one of the reasons why I never did Beyblade. Let's see here. See, where did you hide all of my Smiley mags? Ah. Oh no. I legit have no idea where the Smiley mags are. And that is somewhat of a problem. I have 4 of them. And I know Z is quite taken with the Smiley. And none of the mags are on the bench. Oh, what did you do with them, Z? Oh no. Oh, I found some! I found a horde. Okay, we're good. I found him. Does the drum mag work with the vector-looking gel blaster? I don't know. I said in the video that it works with the Nightmare. I don't know if that's the vector. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the vector-looking one is. But I did say in the video that the drum is compatible with the HPG or the Nightmare. So, I'm just grabbing whatever, Vesic. We'll see what happens. I kind of want to test this out. Oh, do I have... Oh, I do. Okay. It's time to awaken the beast. Is this the right size? No, I need something bigger. That's what she said. Audio quality, okay. Yeah, Spoon, in the video, I say directly it works with that. Granted, I did test it off screen. I think I even had, like, filing footage I didn't use. Okay. Can we awaken? Oh, we can awaken. All right. Let's get this a little bit more over here. SRB, is that Splatterball? I have a couple of those. Like, my HPG 700 video did really good, and I'm not sure why. We'll see. If this Venom one does like 30k, I'll do more of the xshot, or I'll do more gel blasters. I'll keep giving them a shot. Maybe I'll buy the ones off Amazon. All right, I think we're good. Can you guys hear the target? Yes, no, and if so, is it like really loud? Oh, so out of practice for this. It's not terrible. So this is the Awaken. This is one of my favorite blasters. I kind of want to go get my glasses. I'm also not used to shooting while sitting down, to be honest. Pulling a little down and to the left. I thought the headphones are for the gunshot noises, but it's Nerf. I mean, it just adds to the aesthetic, right? Maybe I should put some shooting glasses on. Actually, that's not a terrible idea, all things considered. I had the ones that came with the HPG. Or the Venom Strike, that Night Venom. Huh. I need to warm up a little bit. Oh, I also have to turn the flip-up targets on. I've been watching your videos for a hot minute and stay in the loop for the hobby. Thanks for what you do. Can't wait for the garbage time. I have like 4 other blasters for that, and I can't find them right now. Which is why, I mean, I've been distracted, to be perfectly honest. I'm going to try to look for those so I can get a video out on dumpster diving this week. I wish I could sling it. Does xshot sell Joe? I haven't seen reloads of them, but I'm sure they do. Oh, little just all over the place today. I don't think the angle's doing me any favors. Should stand up. I'm so lazy. 79. Not bad, not bad. Could do better, could do better. V-Twin versus xshot Ragefire. I'm going to go with Ragefire. I don't think anybody would say otherwise, to be honest. Did I have... I had those glasses, and I used them. I had them on my head for a video. I must have left them somewhere. Let's try this one more time. Only this time, I'm going to use these new, beautiful, whatever they call these darts. They were sent with the, what do you call them? They sent, these red darts with the SPL2. And they are very nice. I like them a lot. How much does this pistol cost? I think it's around 119 before shipping. Files are not open, unfortunately. Man, I used to do so good with this thing. What happened? Is it worth it? It really depends. Oh, I don't know what the heck just happened there. That was weird. I'm a huge fan of break action breech load. So I could rationalize it. That being said, for most people, the Grain Rain will be a better investment. Hey, Father Gug! Cricket... Oh, I almost loaded that dart in backwards. Cricket Pro is like one of the best blasters you can buy right now. Does anybody disagree with that sentiment? I tried to talk to Shanye about making an RMR mount for this thing for me. Haven't heard back. I kind of thought it'd be a quick in and out 20-minute model. I even found the, like, layout, everything, and sent it to him. Okay, something that I did not pull that far. There's no way. Maybe it just doesn't like these darts. 77. There's 2 shots there that were pretty sus. Maybe it doesn't like those darts. Shanye Hamster Cricket Pro? There's no way. I'm sorry. There's just none. What happened to your Gel Blaster portal? It's around somewhere. I have like a whole shelf of Gel Blaster stuff. It's probably there. I do like the little things coming out of the blaster. It is a nice little thing. I mean, let's be honest. Let's try the Grain Rain. Let's see. Are we good? Are we still alive? I need to make sure that never happens again. Okay. Let's just put that cable somewhere safe. Opinion on Swin Bone. I saw David's video on it. Everything Swin is just too expensive, to be honest. That being said, they seem exceedingly nice. My angle's gonna be a little weird, but this should be pretty much dead on. What are we gonna use for this? Let's try bamboos. Let's see what happens with bamboos. Click! Hit! 11, I think, is the highest score you can get with this. 11 again. Oh my god, let's go for the record. Let's go for the record. That dart's bad. Let's go for a perfect run. This is with bamboos. Oh, 3 11s in a row. Oh my god, this thing is so ridiculous. Oh my god, I'm gonna mess this up, but if I could get, I've never had a perfect run. I think 102 is my highest so far. I think a perfect run is what, 120? If 11 is the highest you can go. These are with bamboo X2s, man. These aren't even good darts. At least they don't seem to be. Oh, 4 in a row. 4 in a row. And no, it's not the bipod. I've tried, like, the Kunlun with a bipod. Ah, 10! No! It's pulling a little to the right. Another 10. Oh. 4 11s in a row, and then I just choke it hard. Well, I'm trying to move to the left. Now it's just going everywhere. Let's try just center punch again. Do not. I bet we... Oh, timeout. Did I time out? Didn't I have shots left? That's a new record. But did I time out? I might have timed out. Crap. I'm gonna shoot that kid. Alright. Let's try with these freaking saber T-darts. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna move these somewhere where they're not in the way. I believe you can. I'm not sure what the length is, but I clearly did, because I'm almost certain I had like 2 or 3 shots left, didn't I? I had 1 shot left. Yeah, well, let's try that again. Can you have stock? No, there's no stock for this.
Ready.
I didn't raise. There we go. Yeah. I need to not dilly-dally too much. Let's go. Ten. 10. Oh. 10. 10. I'm a little bit to the right with every shot. 10. 10. Oh! Is that still gonna work? It kind of crumped it a little bit. 10. 10. 10. Oh no! I had a perfect run! 100 even. Huh. Can you recommend the Gel Blaster Portal as a target? For Landero, I heard they might have, like, cut app support for that already. I really liked it, and it worked for foam. But I've heard some pretty negative things about it in the pipeline. First time worker darts scored higher than saber darts. I mean, those weren't even worker darts. Those were bamboos. So these were dart zone. Let's try this again. Let's see what happens. It's clearly a skill issue, chat. Well, let's be frank.
Ready.
Whoa, that one went way high. Why was that? Let's try that again. Okay, am I just shooting high now? How did I lose center? I'm shooting high because I just aimed below and hit dead on. That one was definitely something. I mean, we can blame me. Are we losing? Hey, Walcom just sucks. There we go. I aimed low and to the left. Interesting. Did raising the thing throw off my point of aim? That was way high. Is this loose? What? I don't know what's going on. Huh. Yeah, maybe I just suck. Huh. We started off so strong that one time, and that's just chasing that dragon ever since. Well, thank you very much, Kenneth. Should you buy a Siren Mauler? If you find it on sale right now, I think it's a decent investment. Hey, Lopunny. Do Siren Darts work in either of those? They do, but I don't have any fresh ones. I have the standard, like, worker cloned ones, but the nice darts, the solid ones, I don't have fresh ones of those that I'm willing to sacrifice. Well, I'm gonna put you down for a bit, because I think I just rocked too hard that first set. Now you're tired. You need a break. I warmed up my barrel and I threw off my point of aim. Ooh, it's not clean over here. Oh, God. Let's grab you and let's load you up. Welcome. How did you manage to HPA tap a Nerf gun? Are you talking about the only thing I've ever HPA'd was the HPA blaster, which would have been the, Milsig? There are some HPA to CO2 that people have been using. I've seen on a couple of blasters so far. I don't have any fresh of the nice ones, no. The blue and yellow ones. I didn't get very many of them. I feel like I have a bag of them somewhere. Because when me and Danny shot that video here, I think we were sent a baggie, but it was still only like, I think like 100, 200. It wasn't very many. Not as much as I would have hoped for. Is it the one that your friend gave you that you really had to oil up? I'm not certain. Do I have worker heavies? I don't think so. I've got a lot of darts, but I don't think, like, worker ones I don't usually buy, so they're kind of scarcer. I do reuse a lot of darts.
Let's rock.
Vulcan 2024 with a $10 super chat. Thanks again for all you've done for the Nerf community. We appreciate you. Vulcan, you have no idea how much home that hits. I really, you don't even have to super chat me. It's a really nice thing to say, and I do appreciate it. I don't know if I'm doing anything for the community, but I'm doing as much as I can for my community, and I will do better. I can promise you that. Congrats on 11 years, and here's to many more. Here's hoping. It's been a rough week. I don't know if that's my fault or YouTube changed stuff, but regardless, we're going to keep pressing on, because we're getting into summertime, and that's prime Nerf time.
Ready.
Can you recommend an AEG? Lovely, just wait for the xshot one. Ooh, I should pick that up. Ugh. Huh, a little low on that now. Is it cabin shots? I can't tell. 94. I'm telling you, man. This thing is absolute. Smiley is one of the best blasters I've ever gotten. I'm so thankful to Adam and Mighty Shrub and, of course, Mr. Heath Pants. Because this thing just is incredible. This is the blaster to get. I'm not even joking. I seriously... you don't even need pump action. I'm quite honest when I say I think this is... this blaster, especially if there's any little bit of tuning that can go into it, I think it's going to absolutely wreck. What happened to katana mags? Well, Jet went out of business, and katana mags always kind of felt like a stop. Talons always felt stronger. You couldn't get dirt and debris in them. That was actually... Did I just... I thought I got a dart up my sleeve. One of the biggest problems with the original katana mags were dart, debris, or like just debris getting in your mag and messing up your follower. And Talons didn't have that, so Talons just kind of took over. By the way, have you gotten any printed new cylinders from Ogre? I haven't looked at them, to be honest. What would be a good 230 or so FPS build? I feel like you're maxing out the Seagull pretty good at 230. I don't remember what mine did in my original video. I think you just have to go one step beyond. I'm sure there is a
Ready.
A set, like a known setup for it. Oh my god! Once this thing got worn in. I gotta aim a little bit high and to the right. Is there any doubters of the Smiley in the chat? I want to hear legitimate reasons why this is not one of the greatest blasters ever. Seagull's around 200, so spring and barrel can get... Yeah, I would definitely think you could. I don't know how hard it would be to get a Seagull to 300. I think that might be a fairly tall order. Not impossible, but a little bit of a tall order. Of course, that's my uneducated opinion. Honestly, Seagull was a blaster I didn't really use all that much. I did like it. I liked it more than the Harrier. I wasn't that big of a fan of the Harrier. I liked the Kunlun the most. Is the Smile a true sniper like the Kunlun? I have no idea what you mean by true sniper. I like this more than I like the Kunlun. Like, straight up. The only thing the Kunlun has is higher power if you need it, and, you know, it's not a printed blaster. This thing just...
Ready.
I don't know how you would ever beat this. That's a little sloppy. Little sloppy. Is there a build guide for the Smiley yet? I'm actually uncertain. I think if you watch the fast forward part on mine, that will help. Because you can see, you can get a good idea of where I started, and the parts really only go together one way. So, I have a feeling it's, it would be easier than starting off with one picture of where some of the screws went. You'll still have to reference that picture to figure out what screws go where. But I think watching my video, I'm not going to say that's the build guide. I didn't want to do a build guide, specifically because I don't even know where you start. I started with the bolt. That was Adam's suggestion. But I don't honestly know where you're supposed to start with it. Why the sniper with a red dot? Because that's how I roll. That's exactly how I want to use my snipers. I'm more of a mid-range. That's why I like the Scout. I mean, you're not going to run a heavy scope like this. 94. I think I might know where a Jolt is, Brian. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. I do think I also know where a Cricket Pro is, so I might try a Cricket. But I am thoroughly enjoying the Smiley right now. When do you think the new xshot height, when does it come out, Ian? I don't have concrete evidence other than I think it's going to be around the other blasters, which was stated as June 9th. The way I look at it, though, is like, if I have one, then it can't be that far away. Hey, Fire Guy. What's my preferred dart color? Ooh. I mean, to be perfectly honest, if you want a meta, you want, you know, something dark with a dark tip. Makes it harder for enemies to see it and pinpoint where it's coming from.
Ready.
There's no real snipers in the Nerf hobby. That is debatably true. Sniping is more of an occupation. $95. Oh, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. No, because a Moab-style AEG would cost $1 billion. That being said, they've started down that path, so basically anything's potentially up there. If they find massive success with the AEB, they might climb that price up, but keep in mind that the price of the AEB, even at the $90, well, I still would say that's an excellent deal, and if you're curious at all, you should get one. It's well worth the money, especially if you're an active player and not just somebody who collects. But that is the most expensive blaster pretty much out there right now. Think about that. Like, Dart Zone hasn't even put out a new Dart Zone Pro in years, and the most expensive thing they released last summer was the Striker 2.0 or the Aeon Pro or the Nexus Pro. We haven't seen a $150 blaster except from like Worker. So if they find massive success with that AEB, I'm sure you'll find new innovative ways it will be applied. They could do an AEB Ragefire if they wanted to, something belt fed, and then sell the chain separately or release an STL for it. That is potentially possible, and likely if the blaster is a success. But the blaster has to be a success. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Let's rock.
Greg! that's a good name, Greg. With a $10 super chat, Algorithm fed me one of your videos a couple of weeks ago. That is the best feedback you could ever give me. Thank you so much. Wyndham bought a Nexus Pro X. Good choice. Now I have 6 pro level blasters and I'm putting a Seagull together as we speak. Thanks for the new obsession. That is why, and I want to make this pretty clear, chat. I'm excited for the xshot AEB. But you'll have to understand, I own multiple AEGs. Multiple, in my opinion, superior AEGs. The reason why I'm so excited for that blaster is because you get to get your hands on it for a reasonable price. That's one of the reasons why I'm so value focused in my reviews. Even though I have the best of the best, I'm still the most excited for a good deal for a good blaster. You're not really ever going to see me field a Nexus Pro X unless I flew across the country to an event and I didn't want to carry a blaster with me. I could just go to Target and buy one, go to Walmart and buy one. But don't take that as like, I don't like the blaster, I don't think the blaster is good. I think the blasters are excellent. I'm excited because you get your hands on them, and also it puts that kind of product on store shelves. So people like Greg just pick up a Nexus Pro X and go, holy crap, I had no idea foam darts are capable of this. Because I'm willing to bet that we're like the people who understand the power of the Nexus Pro X and stuff like that. We're like the 1%. Most people, when they think of foam darts or Nerf, they think of things like the Maverick, right? They don't think about high velocity potential in foam darts, and they don't understand what kind of game that imparts when you have that ability to use foam darts like that. Typically, Nerf wars are kind of like a joke, right? Like you can fling foam in a living room hiding behind a couch, and that's that. With things like the Nexus Pro X, you can go outside. You can stand 120 feet away, arc your shot, and still hit somebody. That's a pretty good distance, all things considered. That's why I really like those products and why I'm excited for things like the AEB. Do I think the AEB is the xshot AEB is the best blaster ever? Debatably so, because it's cheap and it's really good. But would I use that over my, like, Sweetheart Storm if I had a 300 FPS game? Well, no, obviously not. Community growing. Exactly. I still wish we got Nerf Rival XL. You never know, Anders. You never know. Although Nerf seems to be tapping out already. If ABs go mainstream, would it make flywheelers obsolete? Technically, it would. The one thing flywheelers will always have is probably rate of fire and ease of use and lack of cost. Oh. Oh, no! Oh, I did it wrong! I did it very wrong! Another one bites the dust! And another one gone. Yeah, so, like, I'm trying to think, chat, like, is there any reason... what is the con with this blaster? Lightweight, comfortable, handy, has tons of room to grow, has so much different parts and pieces you can fit on it. What's the downside of the Smiley? Yeah, it was a Bamboo X2. It bit the dust. Seriously, like, what's the downside of this blaster? I cannot find one. Let's try like the Saber T-Darts. Let's see if these are heavier, but yeah. Would you recommend Nitro Shot darts over AF waffles? That is an interesting question because I have yet to open up my Nitro Shot darts. I do have some now. The one thing on Nitro Dots I bought before had the error dart in it, and I didn't open that pack. Dart Zone then sent me some, but during that time I was busy. I didn't really think a dart video would do well. And I never opened them. So I still do. I did use the Meteor darts, and those are pretty good. But when it comes to the Nitro, they look really awesome. I have a feeling there's a video in the future. I'm probably going to use like a long shot, like an xshot long shot, and try those darts out and see what they do. That's true motion, but I think that's a Walcom error and not an error on the blaster. Like, considering the damage this thing did, my cut has healed. It's still scabbed. Considering what this blaster did to me, and I still love it more than anything. Right? I don't have a smile. Well, I don't know what to tell you. You gotta get one. Is the Lynx worth it? I mean, I think the Lynx was way ahead of its time, and yeah, I'm gonna say the Lynx is definitely worth it. Especially with how many parts and pieces are out there for it now. And if you have a printer, yeah, you're gonna love a Lynx. It's still one of the best. I have used the smaller Lynx, and I kind of liked it more, but I don't own one. Have you ever destroyed an appliance from shooting a blaster? I don't think so. Not on purpose. Siren's adjustable blasters I find really cool because they have power settings. I agree, waste. What is your favorite printed foregrip? Do I even have one, Vesic? I don't think I have one. To be perfectly honest, it's probably the Pyragon grip, to be honest. The one, I think Captain Slug did it. Alchemist or Javelin? Oh, Javelin. Alchemist isn't even freaking comparable. Like, a stronger question would be SPL2 versus Javelin. And I'm still gonna say Javelin. I haven't done the video, and we'll fire it here in a little bit. I think it's a beautiful blaster, but I do think it's not... I don't feel like it's better than the Javelin. I don't know if anyone would really disagree with me on it. Let's see what you guys are doing. Ooh, that didn't feel good. What happened there? Well, that was a hefty thud. Let's try that. There's something weird. Yeah, I have to aim way out. These darts are way heavier. Ooh, can I get it? They don't feel like they chamber as nicely. 87. Let's give that another shot. Fling the mag. Oh. Siren overall, I don't know. They haven't really talked to me. I don't know if they're still doing the Siren thing or not. That was their experiment and they're done. I thought they were really good blasters, especially for the price to performance. The Mauler, like, can't be beat when it comes to price to performance. If you needed a, 250 plus FPS blaster for the $40, and that was like full price, not mention a sale, the Mauler couldn't be beaten. The Ergos were awful. They weren't so bad that it would make the blaster unusable, but they were definitely a pain point. And the lack of an option to easily attach a B-car or a SCAR, you could mod it to do that, but that's a huge downfall as well. I thought the Blink is one of the best flywheelers we've ever gotten. I haven't compared it against something like the Omnia Gen 3, but for just being a really good, full auto, easy to control, dialing the flywheel speed up and down so you can shoot softer or harder is amazing. I thought that was incredible. For $90 or whatever, fantastic. If you got it for cheaper, it's even better. The Gnarl is the black sheep, I feel. I think it was still a really good blaster. I liked the Ergos. It felt good. It made me think of like the Enforcer pistol from Unreal Tournament. It just didn't really have much room to grow. And it's like one of the smallest mag-fed blasters you could buy for $15, $18. And it's so, like, nobody thinks about it. I didn't even think about it when I would compare something like the xshot, the xshot Fury X. I'll get you just in a second, Sparky. xshot Fury X versus Aeon Pro. Nobody brings up the Gnarl. The Gnarl is, like, way smaller, more compact than either of those. About as powerful as both, and it was like, what, an $18 blaster? I feel like I did a disservice to the Gnarl. It's a good blaster. Maybe not the best, but it's a good one. And I completely forgot it, even when everybody does that comparison, they completely forget about the Gnarl, and I don't think that's fair. Sparky, with a $10 super chat. Treat yourself and spouse to a beverage of your choice. Well, if she is still awake later, we're gonna go to Dutch Bros then, because I want Dutch Bros. They have a matcha, like, whatever, like, it's like iced tea, not iced tea, but they just have like a matcha flavor they're adding now, and she's a big fan of matcha. Thank you very much, Sparky. Out of 10 or 15, how difficult was the xshot AEB to modify? It's not that bad. We didn't really modify it that much, to be fair, Waste. If you just want to put a lipo on it, it'll only take you a couple of minutes if you know what you're doing. Well, thank you, Roblox Series. When is N-Series new Select Fire video coming out? That doesn't hit store shelves until mid-July, I think, so unless Hasbro sends it to me early, which they won't, it'll probably be around July. Would you buy the Elite 2.0 Storm Charge? I mean, I have. I own one. I bought it full price. Nowadays, probably. If you can get it for like $15, it's a good price. I think there are better options. It's a cool blaster, though. The Gnarl. It's Gnarl. I'm really bad spelling out loud. Yeah, it's like, it was $18. It's probably even cheaper now, but it's like, it didn't really have a store shelf presence.
Ready.
That was the problem. Hey, 42 Blades, nice to see ya. It's $15 lower. That's not a bad price, to be honest. That felt weird. Yeah, there's something. It does not like these darts. Like, even though not the last shot, but the shot before that went right in the center, it felt weird. $91. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about these Saber T darts. Oh, these just showed up in my P.O. box. I don't know who sent these. I don't know. I have no clue. They're just in my P.O. box. Did anybody buy me Saber T darts? Because I legit, I didn't know who sent them. Steve Sanchez, oh hey Walcom, just went to my first Nerf meetup, got to use a loaner, first 250 FPS advantage I've ever used, SPL 1.0 with a B-car. I have used an SPL 1.0, and we have the 2.0, which I'm now going to grab. Oh! This thing is a freaking work of art. It is, like, also the heaviest blaster ever. I think this was, like, what, 3.8 pounds? This is, like, 6.5 pounds. But everything important on it is metal. The entire priming everything is metal. And it feels really good. The stock is too short. The stock is, like, 2 to 3 inches too short. I could take it off and put a buffer tube on, I guess. But I don't know. So, like, I really like it, but I also have some reasons I don't like it. I guess it's like if you're ever worried about your 3D printed blaster breaking and you like a heavier blaster for whatever reason, SPL2, man. Oh, SPL2. I don't have an EX. Yeah, I just don't have one. I have no idea what those even really are. Maybe I'll get my hands on one in the future. This one was sent to me by Gavin. Like, this thing is like 2 pounds heavier than the Javelin. Which I will grab the Javelin here in a little bit. But man, if it doesn't look and feel beautiful, that's the problem. It just feels really good. In terms of ergos and handling,
Ready.
Despite the issues I have with the stock, the trigger and everything feels, I would say, comparable to the Javelin M4X. It's real, and the priming, this is not the heaviest weight spring. I had the heaviest in here. I swapped down to the spring under it. So they have paint on the springs. Red is the strongest. Yellow is the second strongest. The yellow spring, yeah. With the red spring, the red spring hit like 220 and was really tough to prime. It like wasn't insurmountable, don't get me wrong. Yellow spring's half the priming weight and you lose 20 FPS. Not a fan of these sights either. You see how it came back and hit me in the head? I want to watch this because I get to see the replay here. Maybe not. I think this thing's connected to the wrong Wi-Fi. I might connect this to the right Wi-Fi. Is what I would say, Windows. Can you... Hey, Windows. Hey, Windows? Hey, Windows. It's... What is the issue here? Hold on. There we go. It's connected to my downstairs Wi-Fi. And it needs to connect to my upstairs Wi-Fi. So give me just a second, chat. Because it was buffering and giving me problems. Alright. Does the green bolt action you were plinking with have a straight mag? It does not. I'm sure somebody will make one. That being said, I don't know if it's worth not using. Look at how these things fall. I want to see this. These darts fly back so aggressively for some reason out of this thing. I don't think I've ever had it. I was shooting this the entire time. The darts weren't even coming close. This one, they just fly back into my face. $94. That's with the iron sights, by the way. It's, that's the, so, like, if you didn't want the Javelin, and you wanted the heavier metal, you're worried about it breaking, you really like the customization, nobody would fault you for picking up an SPL2, and it is a freaking fantastic blaster. I do think they're, for, like, the super competitive min-maxer, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the Javelin. It would almost be just up to preference at that point, to be perfectly honest. Because it's heavier, and you don't have the fine-tuning. This thing shipped with 5 different springs. My Javelin came with the 1 spring. And I think these are marks against it. And the Javelin M4X has way more customization. I'm saying all this, though. I love this blaster. And there are definitely times where I'd take both to a game and I'd use both. Because once I put the yellow spring in this thing, It just feels like a dream. Do I have... When I go grab the Javelin, I'm going to go grab the optic and put it on this guy. Because these iron sights, they do work. Man, I'm shooting really far to the right. Really far to the right. Kind of want to put an optic on it. You used a Faction Skyfire drone recently? I have not. I do have them. There's still one stock up here somewhere. It is... You can see how easy... It's so easy to prime. And it clicks back because everything is metal. Man, it feels so good. Like, for being a printed blaster, it is the best feeling blaster I have... Oh my god. Gavin is a wizard. I'm going to grab an optic, and I'm going to grab the Javelin. I'll be right back. Alright. Grab this boy, too. And this boy. Screw it. Grab all the boys. All the big, heavy metal boys. Not tripping brake cameras. Alright. I don't know how, by the way, I'm going to do the video on this thing. You shouldn't buy this. I love it. You should never buy this blaster. It's the Gucci Jolt. Alright. For S&Gs, let's load this up and see where we're at. I guess we'll swap over to Saber T-Darts again. Why not? It's not going to be sighted in for that. Hey, Tag! Thank you, Tag. I love how the darts are bouncing back. For some reason, this blaster with those darts, I don't think you'll see darts coming back as violently with this. I'm actually going to tilt that camera ahead a little bit. If you need video ideas, I really don't. You should make a tier list of all the popular... I will most likely... So, I'm going to do some experiments coming up. I was a little distracted this week, to be honest. I'm going to do some experiments. I want to see what I can get away with on YouTube. Gel Blaster, the night one, that took me a long time to do. Embarrassingly so, because it's a terrible video. And it took me so long to do. I hated almost every second of filming that. I had to refilm a lot of it. Hence me having like 4 different shirts on in that video. One, I hit record. I know I recorded, but when I exported it, it was only 11 seconds of footage. Then, I was out of focus for my entire 27-minute long, like after I got done range testing and stuff, I went and filmed my finale where I talked about everything, and it was out of focus the entire time. Just a devil of video. I hated it all. And I'm glad it's done. I am very thankful for what performance it has right now. But I hated that. I was not a fan of that video. And I kept feeling like the entire time, like I could do more, I could do more, I could do more. So I'm going to experiment. I'm going to see what videos I can get away with. I'm scared to do a lot of the videos I want to do because I'm not sure how the YouTube audience will like them. I like to just talk. I feel like I have a lot to offer in my dialogue. But I don't know. I'm always pressured to do higher quality videos and stuff like that. And I don't know. I really just don't. So I'm going to try some new stuff. Hopefully, I'll be able to clear out some of my backlog next week. Just bought my Worker Prophecy from Top Prime to Pump Action. Oh, dude, Pump Action Prophecy like it's 2016. Between your Awaken and your Olympic-style blaster, which do you like more? I like the Awaken more, but the Grain Rain is more accurate, but I like the Awaken more. It's just more my thing. I asked Shanye if he could make me an RMSC-style mount, like pattern mount, so I could put my O-Sight S. This is the X, but I have an O-Sight S, obviously. I have both. Here's both. I want to put the O-Sight S on my Awaken. And I just need something that would take out the rear posts and screw in and have it like meld around the top of the shell and just have the RMSE, like, you know, 4mm thick plate. And he said he could do it. I even found the guidelines for like what the hole widths and everything are for an RMSE mount. I haven't heard from him. I'll check in. Okay, so I didn't sight these in for T-darts, so let's see what happens. Answer, it's a little high. Butter! Oh! I can't believe it's not butter! What you think about that one, chat? It is kind of like a sniper. Current opinions on the coat hanger? I love the coat hanger. I wish mine worked. Mine doesn't work right now. Something about the seal. Is that thing your Javelin? Yeah, it is. I think we can do better. That felt a little off. Let's try that again.
Ready.
Oh, God, this blaster. Let's see if I can even get, like, a more comfortable... What do I have to say? What do I even have to say? I'm sorry. I think this is the better blaster. It doesn't feel as nice. I'm gonna say that up front. As much as I gushed about how good this thing feels in the hand, as much as I love this does feel, oh my God, it's so much heavier. This does feel better. But if weight is a concern, and you really want to try to scoot this, you really want to scoot your blaster as close to that velocity cap as you can, and the fact that the hardware kit for this thing is more expensive than this entire blaster, hand-built, shipped, I don't know, I'd have to like throw both these out the window and see what one survives, and I'd never do that. And this looks way cooler than this. But this just, it's so good. It's so good. It is so good. It is so, so good. Come on, chat. Try to tell me I'm wrong. Come on, man. Bring that CC. Man, I will, but honestly, it's... I'll show you what the problem is. I have a problem with it. I love it. I love it so much. I'd love to use it in a war. It's got problems. You should never buy it. Could be a me thing. Could be a me thing. Rather you only use Mega darts for the rest of the time or Rival? I would honestly go with Mega, to be perfectly honest. I like Mega a lot. I want to build a dedicated, like, so I have a build. I have it in pieces somewhere. I never finished it. Started it before I moved, so that's how old it is. I want to make the HV Penetrator from Fear as a blaster. I mean, you got over 100 C's for yourself. I mean, that's, if I could do it again. If I could do it again. I closed in my stock. Now I've thrown off my point of aim. Now we're screwed.
Ready.
Yeah, there's no way. 98. One more run. I haven't even used these darts with this before. No, because, like, of course, there's probably kids in Discord, like, saying, like, oh, Walcom's obviously, like, trying harder. It's just the best. I actually had to edit the build guide for this, for Spitfire, which took me, like, freaking 12, 13 hours to do. So if you do buy one, you'll get linked to a build guide, a build video, that was 3.5 hours of footage, I think. I cut it down to 48 while editing it, zooming in on important parts and stuff like that, cutting out all the filler. And yeah, it will have hardware kits and stuff because I just edited the build guide for it. Barrels to warm, yeah. I think we can do better, but I think I can always do better.
Ready.
This thing is just so freakishly good. .101. Chat, I'm gonna do it one more. I just can't get over this blaster. And these are darts that I have not sighted this in for. If you could ballpark it, how much do you think the Fly Point and Spring Thunder are now? Oh, I have no freaking clue. Is GDOP even selling them? And last I heard, he moved on to, like, other things. Way less stressful, way more lucrative for him. I'd like to swap this. I know he made it based off the AccuStrike rifle line, and I totally dig the heck out of it. I'd like to swap it. I like the Team Satomi colors, the yellow with blue accents. Yeah, this doesn't have like a metal besides the things that are obviously metal. Even the pusher and everything in this is still plastic. This is metal everything but like the furniture. And I'm not going to say that doesn't feel amazing and it's not a beautiful work of art.
Ready.
But I think when it comes to sheer performance... Ooh, why was that low? Why was that low again? Now we're just all over the place. Now we're just all over the place. What did I do? 93. Well, I screwed that one up, that's for sure. I think this is the better blaster. For most people, I think this is going to be the better blaster. But you really can't go wrong with either of them now, can you? They just feel incredible. And also, I had an optic on this one. I didn't have an optic on that one, which I'm going to rectify right about now. It's only fair. We had an optic on that. Let's take the irons off. I think it's a 3. I'm going to tighten this first, because this is a little loose. Oh, no, I can't tighten it anymore. We're going to take the irons off. IGPX in this house, one of the best anime. One of the best. Did never get the recognition it deserved. I would do dirty, dirty things for the PS2 game I should have bought 10 years ago and didn't. We 93 is the I screwed. I mean, that's how it feels, to be honest. This is the SBL2. The red one is the SBL2. I had nothing to do with the color choices, ZX. It's all Gavin. But thank you. I will take your compliment. Alright. I'm going to put this a little farther back. I usually put them above the magwell, but I'm going to put this farther back. I'm going to see what happens. Why is that part loose? Is there a tension spring? Or a tension screw? That's loose. Why is that loose? Crap. Yeah, this part is loose. Is it that? I wonder if that tightens this up. I guess we'll just deal right now, but yeah, that's loose. Okay. I'm gonna go to the darts that this thing came with. Hey, barbecue tree man! I mean, get all the rest you need, but it's not like you're talking. I'm the one talking, and then we'll do the C330. Oh man, this thing's gonna send darts back into my face again. There's a bolt that looks like it might be like the tensioner bolt for the whole top rail. Shell Strike's a good blaster. It's a classic. Hard to think the Shell Strike is like 5 years old now. I know somebody who bought the Halo Airsoft blaster, Airsoft gun, and shoved Raven internals in it. And then like 4 years later, Nerf made the MA40. Real quick, like, I'm gonna bust this down. It's only 2 pins. It's a pretty sweet little setup, although the front pin is loose. Not a big fan of that. So I can see screw hole. Yeah, it's that. Can I reach that without... I'll take the stock off. I gotta fix this real quick, chat. Where did I put that? Take the stock off. Tighten these bolts up, because it is loose, and that's not good for aiming. Yeah, I need the Geats Magnum. If I could get the Geats Magnum XL, I'm hoping it's not expensive now. I think they were like $140. I have plans. I want to get one of those and make it into a blaster. Yeah, that's not actually Walcom, or not actually Walcom. That's not actually Walmart selling them. That's going to be probably a third party. This is the SPL3. SPL3, SPL2. Just all over the place. So I kind of ran myself ragged trying to set up this stream, to be honest. There's a lot going on. I'm surprised it worked. Have a good night, fire guy. Why was that such a pain? Go down, goes down. Oh yeah, no, that's actually really loose. Tighten these up just in case they're also loose. They are. Interesting. Ooh, they're all loose. Maybe that's why my stock was loose? I don't think so. Okay. That is better. I hope. Oh, did I? That's pretty level. I'm gonna actually back that one up slightly. Made another Icons line, but with Vortex. Oh, Pyragon, Proton, and Ravonix 360. Alright. We should be golden. Yellow Spring. You can't see it. So to stop the front spring from, or the front pin from wiggling, I actually put a pusher O-ring on it. So I actually have a spare pusher O-ring on the blaster as well. It just adds that little bit of friction, stops it from moving. Put our stock back on. Here's the screw. Where's the nut? There's the nut. The Cricut Pro is cheap enough to be sold at Dollar Tree, is it? I'm sure Walmart pays pretty good for the exclusivity, though. This shouldn't need to thread in, but it does for some reason. I mean, it's kind of unbeatable, isn't it? $7, 120 FPS. Fairly accurate for what it is, to be honest. Like, it's kind of hard to hate the Cricut Pro. I don't think anybody in their right mind would be like, no, I don't like the Cricut Pro. Hey, Jiro! Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. Sorry, I had to fix up my SPL2 here. It was a little loose. Alright. 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 That stock is just ever so slightly too short. Gotta clean that off. I really fogged that up. I mean, the little karambit hole on it does go pretty hard. Alright, and do I have a tool? I do have a tool. You can sight in, even though this is sighted in for the CR30 or C330, whatever that thing's called. I might have to just make it live on this. Let's find out, though. I moved it back, so I'm hoping that does pretty decent. It's only a little up to the right, it looks. Maybe not. Okay, that was Dart. That was not me. Oh, the front of this Dart's a little worn. I wonder if it's just hitting too hard. Something's weird's going on. I might have to switch darts. $95? Let's try T-darts. Huh. I wonder what happened there. I swear I haven't used any of the darts out of this box yet. But that dart I just used, this one right here, I can very much see the front of the dart. Looks like it's already been used. I'll leave that there. Oh yeah, no, if you don't have a Cricut Pro, you absolutely have to get a Cricut Pro. I sold one to Grandma. Last time I went to Walmart with Z, there was a Grandma and what looked to be like a 10, 11-year-old. They were looking at blasters for like their cousin. And I picked up the Cricket Pro, and I'm like, so this thing hits about more than twice as much as that one that you have in your hand right there. This is not for the little ones. And I put it back on the shelf, and Grandma grabbed it like immediately and went like, well, there's Grandma's blaster. And I went like, look, just wear iPro because this thing hits a little hard. We're ever going to get a dart comparison? I don't think there's market for a dart comparison video, is there? I could try, but I don't. I think it'll be like one of the most worst performing videos I'd release on my channel.
Ready.
Cut down meteor darts? That's an interesting idea. Alright. I got it. I just double feed? Didn't. Right? No. The problem is the final on this is so good. Would you buy the Fang QS4? Not for more than like $3-4. Is the SPL2 fully out? As far as I know, it's been out for over a year. I'm late. When do darts become used? I mean, if you're a stickler like me, it's like almost like the first time they've been shot. If I see any kind of like deformation near the front of the foam or anywhere on the dart, it's used. Yeah, as far as I mean, I held one like 2 years ago. So as far as I know, it's been out for a while. Ideal Foam Blasters is now the official distributor of it. This Prime. That's the problem. It's so nice. Okay. See if that helped. I have to aim to the left. Man, that entire front being a little loose too. What's up with that? I guess that just comes with the pins, but that's getting worse. It's not affecting anything, but that's definitely not cool. Like the whole front of mine is very wobbly. And there's really no way to fix that because of the pins. It's not like causing issues. That's very concerning. That's bad enough that I would mention it in the video as a con. It just can't tighten up because of how the pins work. As amazing as this blaster feels, that is legitimately concerning. Huh. Can you put a buffer? You can. I do have the one from my coat hanger would work on here. Out of the box though, no. You have to have one that fits on a Picatinny rail. You took an Ultra Phantom? Like stealing? That's bad. You shouldn't do that. Alright, I'm gonna... Which direction? I moved it... Yeah, I have to move it to there. Yeah, so I'm gonna move it... A couple more clicks that way. Interesting. Anybody else have an SPL2? Like, is that just a thing that happens with them? I'm trying to figure out why it feels looser all of a sudden. If I were to start modding my blaster, how should I start and what blaster should I start with? I mean, nowadays you don't need to mod. You could want to mod, but you don't need to mod. Most people start with like Night Finders, or if you could do a little bit of soldering, a Strife. Or any other kind of semi-automatic flywheeler.
Ready.
It's pretty good. I think we can go a little bit more. That last one was me. $98. Yeah, I think I'm getting there. I mean, it performs. It really does. Hey, Fallon, thanks for showing up right in the nick of time. Is the front of your SPL2 a little loose? Is that like maybe a known kind of issue? Mine feels like it's got a significant kind of wobble to it. Because of the pins. The whole, you know how the thing breaks in half? You pull out the two pins, the front comes off, the whole front half. Where those pin connects, it's like a little bit, there's a little bit of play. It's not like awful, but it's noticeable. It's very noticeable. I feel like it's getting worse. Because, like, it's pretty significant. I wonder if I tightened mine too much. Is that what I did, Chet? And that might have been it, because I just tightened mine. Because my whole back end was wobbly, and I wonder if that pulled it too much or something. Fallon, no, that was Fallon or Adam. Like, there's nothing broken. I wonder if I tighten that just slightly too much. I wonder if that caused it. Because it wasn't that bad before. And, like, it's still not honestly that bad. Oh, I kind of need a spring. And a plunger. I'm hoping it's good. Mine's a little bit twisty, but really nothing major. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. It's not the dovetails, it's the gap between this part and this part, like where the pins go in. And I tightened these screws in the back pretty good, and I'm wondering if I just over-tightened it. Because I had the top rail was loose, and I just took off the stock piece and tightened those down pretty snug. Like, honestly, about as much as I feel comfortable pressing them down. Yeah, there's like a good amount of play in mine. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Did I screw something up, tighten those down? Like, that is a lot of play. Can you see that? Put it down. Like, it's like a good amount of play. I don't like that. Because the Sledge Fire is like over 10 years old now? That's really bad. Like, I don't think it was that bad before. It's really distractingly bad now. I mean, the print quality on this is immaculate. It wasn't doing that before. I'm almost certain of it. Like, there's a millimeter gap. This thing needs to shuck back about a millimeter. I didn't even get the video. I did do a bunch of the shooting already for it. I filmed it. That is really distractingly awful.
Ready.
That's not me. It's significant. Like, look at that. Look at how much that moves. It's really bad now. Try loosening the front screws. I need to send this to Gavin. All I did was tighten the back screws up because this was loose and these were loose. And I don't think loosening them now is gonna help. I feel like I did it pretty snug. I'm not gonna say I didn't, but they were finger tight before. No, it's floppy like a fit. Why is that so bad? It wasn't like that before. I swear it wasn't. Oh, I have to take the mag out. Sorry, chat. It's really disturbing me. Can I fit this in here and undo this a little bit? Yeah, okay. Ooh. Jeez. The ones that are in the barrel. I'll tackle those in a second. I'm absolutely going to loosen this. I tightened this down, again, pretty snug. Because this whole rail was loose. Okay. Let's put this back on. Because that was really very not good. Dude, there's like a freaking huge gap in there. Yeah, even with that in, there's a massive gap. Okay. I don't think this is gonna matter. It's like the big 4? Let's see here. They are very loose. Ooh, no? Let me. Those are finger tight. Oh my god, they're literally like finger tight. Let's see if this helps. Oh my god, there was no tension on that at all. I'm barely tightening them right now. Like, I'm not even gonna touch that one. Okay. I am barely tightening those. No, it didn't do anything. It's right here. Like, I need to almost have a shim in there. There's a massive gap. Like, there's a massive gap. Like, I can sit... Like, I can almost fit this screw in there. And it's unusable. You can't use that. On the lower receiver, where the pin slides into the printed portion, see if that pin part is still intact. No, it's not cracked. I just checked it. That's where it seems to be the worst. This pin was always kind of loose. That... It seems warped. It honestly seems on this side it's been taken, it's pushed in. That's a significant portion of the blaster I would have to reprint. Because that definitely seems like it might have actually... What would hurt that, though? Alright. I don't know how visible that is. Because it's like, it's definitely looks like it's been sunken in a little bit. I mean, there's nothing I could have done to do that. I used the blaster, that's it. It's absolutely loose. Almost like it needs a bigger sized pin. Like it's always been loose. Like since I got it. But I'm looking at it and there's definitely, yeah, it's unusable. You can't use this. Yeah, that, well, let's see here. Because it's pushed in on this side, I'm right-handed. So as I'm shucking that back, I'm pounding that metal at an angle, and this pin was already loose. And I think that just caused more of a... Dude, it's unusable. It is unusable right now. You cannot use this blaster. It's unusable. Like you could... I don't know. That sucks. That's really bad. That's not a good thing. I hope there's an easy fix, because that's most of the blaster would have to be reprinted and disassembled and put back together. Because this piece is not a separate piece. This whole unit is monolithic. That's that whole orange or whole red. I'd have to reprint because of that. And it's not like I was trying too hard with it. That's just a failure point. I'll talk to Gavin. If I have to reprint that, that's not good. That's like a worst case scenario. Because then I have to do a whole disassembly on the blaster. Even if I was sent another part, I'd have to do a whole disassembly on the blaster. put the pin in the other way. Alright. Yeah, there's no way. There's just no way. Well, that's a shame. I'll talk to Gavin. I'm not gonna, you know, it's definitely now, in my opinion, a failure point. But it's not like I'm like, oh, this is trash blaster 0 out of 10. I'll have to talk to Gavin and see what can be done, because that's unusable now. And I only probably got a couple hundred shots off of it.
Let's rock.
I'm very disgruntled right now. What do you think of the gong? Like I said, Classic, I don't know the story behind how you got that, but it's got a massive crack in it, which probably doesn't matter. But it was disconcerting when I pulled it out of the box and it had a huge split in the cymbal. But it should probably work fine, honestly. I'll just get a cymbal stand and put it out in the driveway. That'll work pretty good. Or drill holes in it and hang it. I don't know. Haven't thought about it yet. That might work good, though. My biggest issue is that, like, if that goes off sound, I don't know how useful that's going to be for outdoors, because audio outdoors is usually something I try to minimize and not use much anyway. I was hoping to get something that would be more reactive. We'll see. Yeah, I could cut some foam and pad it as a shim. I could also probably print out something that's like 1mm and just slide it in there, but yeah, that's a problem. I'm gonna wash that right out of my mouth because I'm gonna use this. I don't know. I can't sit here and say, like, that's the thing. It's like anybody would say, oh, you're too rough with it. Obviously, Walcom. Like, it's clearly your fault. I swear to you, I wasn't.
Let's rock.
I don't know. I really got the idea from Nate Pods. Yeah, I've seen I'm subscribed to the drum thing. Man, I didn't even get that video out in the thing. Generally, if it's cracked, it's not cracked. Oh, I mean, the symbol. It got donated, sold. As long as you didn't pay much for it, I mean, it'll work for our purposes. It makes a sound. Aphrodite, I didn't print it, if you're talking to me. And also, I have bamboo printers. They don't really do that. Nicholas, it doesn't look good, that's for sure. Everything's getting expensive. And we could be weeks to months out of things not being expensive. We'll see what happens. But it's looking pretty troublesome right now, that's for sure. Especially as we clear out stock and we have to rely on getting new stock in. Let's just have some fun for a second, chat. Oh. Comment about the paint job I did to my para. I did not see it, Aiden. I'm sorry. I'm not focusing on tips, tricks, and advice for Nerf blasters. What Nerf guns would run a Nerf war? Want some picks you'd... Wait. What Nerf guns to run for a Nerf war? Want some picks you would advise that war for is based on old school xshot. Are you asking... I'm sorry, Albert, that seems like you want like 400 different blaster recommendations right there. You want a recommendation for literally everything. I can't do that. I need more of the bamboo darts. I've fired my entire supply. I'm gonna be careful where I'm moving because there's so many darts around. Most imports under $800 that were duty-free are not applied. I I'm not an economist. I'm not gonna pretend that I know what's going on. But I do know things are getting expensive. Oh, I accidentally started the other target. Let's... Now that I've changed the point of aim on you, let's go back to you. Gotta loosen that a little bit. So, this thing is a dream. I love this blaster. But, and there's always that but, it is very temperamental, and I'm assuming it's going to be expensive, like $400 expensive.
Let's rock.
I can't get a very good seal out of it. I've tried just about everything now. There was no seal. I don't even... Yeah, this is not going to bode well. I've taken this thing apart multiple times. I've re-lubed everything. I can't get a seal with it. And I don't know where that seal is failing. It had a little bit of a seal before. Now it's not even... Oh, this is going to be awful. Another blaster that, like, before I did the video, just by using it, it stops working on me. And now, when I first got out of the box, it was hitting 180s. And now it's like, I'm lucky to hit 130s. And I don't know what the heck I'm doing wrong. Oh my god, I really messed up that. Let's see if that's even remotely close. Well, it's not that far off. Like, that shot was so bad. Like, it's very, very, very inconsistent. I think it was about there. It's probably hitting like 130s right now, though. Maybe it's just that dart. $92. Class Fruit with a $5 super chat. The crack in the symbol is the difference between me costing and... Yeah, no, I think it'll be fine. So as long as you knew about the crack ahead of time, we're good. We don't need it to sound good. We're not using it for actual music. I saw a 20% jump at Walmart, and the dart reveals like local Walmart and things are already instantly spicy. Yeah, I heard, I think it was, it might have been David. He was saying that, like, everything in his Walmart jumped up like 20%, yeah. So I think dart refills were like 13 bucks, 14 bucks now, instead of 10. And my problem is, are those actually, even if the tariffs go away tomorrow, are those prices going to go back down? I don't think they will. Does the Smiley not like Nitro Shot Plus darts? I don't have Nitro Shot Plus darts. I'm using Bamboo X2s, and it works really good with them.
Ready.
Man, when this thing works, I love it. It's such a light prime, and it's so tactile. It just feels incredible. I just don't know what's up with me with these HQ blasters, because like my HQ lever action doesn't work anymore. Because the seals are terrible, and this thing's having the same problem. slightly too high. $98. My brother wasn't really interested in printed blasters, but he loves my Smiley. I mean, I was saying earlier, I think it's the best blaster. Hey, Black Widow. Sorry, didn't see you there. Of the Dart Zone Primus and Musket. Yeah, when they come out, I'll get them, Sebastian. I'll probably do a 2-for-1 of the pistol and the bigger lever action. And then the Primus will have its own video. Do I prefer flywheelers or AEBs? Right now, AEBs. Flywheelers were kind of like my favorite. I like things that don't require upkeep. It's like blasters when they require upkeep just kind of upset me. I need more bamboo darts. There's like a whole pile in front of me. Eh. Oh my god, yeah, there's like a massive amount. Let's try another round.
Ready.
That was pretty much dead on. That one was, it's a little up and to the left. Yeah. Still seemed up and to the left. Maybe that needs to go the other direction? I mean, it seems to be working pretty okay right now. Maybe I just need to break it in? Yeah, I think we're getting there. That puts a smile on my face. I really like this thing. I really did. Like, I think I fired this thing more than the Awakened before I actually shot the video. I don't think I filmed any content with this. And Z also put hundreds of rounds through it. And it's got, like, the lightest spring ever. I missed a super chat? Let me scroll up. I'm sorry. No, it's classic for real. Classic for real, classic for real. Oh, God. Legion, no. I think we're pretty good. Hey, Phantom Dude. Did I miss one? I mean, I've done more than 100. I think I've done more than 100 with this blaster, to be honest. I really want a new rival blaster that uses Chaos Mags. I don't think that's going to ever happen. Alright. Let's try this again.
Ready.
I like the simplicity, and I love the fact this thing's all metal. So that was a little bit low, but otherwise dead on. I do kind of wish the bolt was on the other side, to be honest, but I think with the printed one you can do that, but obviously I can't do it with this one. I have quite a few myself, Fire Mango. like I'm shooting low every time now. Maybe not. I got one more. This thing just feels amazing to use. But it's like, how much would you pay for a single shot that hit like 150s? Who's this blaster for? Obviously I can hit harder. I think you can get this thing 200 plus with a heavier spring. I don't know what spring weight it came with. This thing just feels perfect for me. I love the way it looks. I love the way it handles. I just like, if I went to a war and somebody had this and I held it, it would be really hard for me to rationalize not having one. Which is why I'm really glad I've never touched any of that Swin stuff like David has. Tag.
Ready.
This is like, oh my gosh. Gunpowder SMT. Why? I don't know why I couldn't think of that. These darts are a little rough. See what happens. Yeah, these darts are all a little rough. Yep. Seen a lot of 9s. Getting my first gel blaster tomorrow. My local Walmart has the NERF Uproar on sale. Hopefully it's not too much, Cassidy. Painted my barrel white with a black stock and a grip and a barrel and a light blue inner barrel and a whole primary light blue as well. That sounds pretty good, Aiden. $94. I'm just grabbing random darts. I mean, we could try the heavier darts. They're not going to work well, though. I've already...
Let's rock.
It really likes the lighter weight darts. For Landero with a $5 super chat. Thank you for what you do for the community. Thank you very much for that, Landero. I'm off to continue my modding my NERF Pro Sender and building the Hush 2 from Lidl Dynamics. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you very much. Have a great night for Landero. Sounds a bit under lube. I promise you it is not. Either too thick a lube. I'm using pretty thin lube. Using the stuff that I use, the little bottles that get sent to me a lot with blasters. Ugh. Tag, you just need to live closer to me so I can pawn this stuff off to you. Did I start another thing? I don't think these darts are going to work. Let's find out. Oh, hey, that wasn't half bad. These darts bounce back so much. Alright, maybe these ones do work. Okay, there's something about these darts, man. Not bad. I'd never say buy one, but my God, if you had more money than sense, and you just wanted the Gucciest of jolts, it's this one. Gosh, I'm gonna do that again. That was fun. That was almost therapeutic. What's going on with you? Why are you... Did you just die? Bro. Bruh. Are we out of battery? Okay, I need to be able to move my foot without stepping on the dirt. That's a problem. I guess I can hit the target. I don't think I have the, I'm missing one of my wired remotes, so I've been relying on this, and yeah, sure enough, I think it just died. Well, I guess I'll have to just hit restart with a blaster. Here's a Nitro Shot Plus dart that I just destroyed. Don't have enough of those around to be doing that. Modern problems require modern solutions. That last shot was way on me. That was a little low. I'm just sucking. None of these shots feel right. Hey, I got the same dart back. Let's just use it. It way undershot. One of the SDNC guys is developing an air tank blaster. Uses one of those small rectangular tire compressors and that battery powered. Okay, I'd see that. Jericho? Huh. That thing would have awesome with a side mag. It's the whole point is that it doesn't have that. Ugh. What time is it? I think that's a good time to say I've done enough. I fired God knows how many darts. It's gonna be so much fun cleaning all these up. My remote's dead. It's a little bit of a problem. And now I have to worry about my SPL too, because it didn't even last. Well, to be fair, I fired it quite a few times, but I kind of needed that for a video. And while I have shot a lot of range footage with it already, I didn't get enough. I didn't get outdoor stuff. I need to talk to Gavin about it. So, all right. Well, I know this setup works. And I can have this work just fine. So, not worried about that. And, I think we can do this again in the near future. Maybe I'll just do range times where I'm like, when I want to stream or something, maybe during the week. I don't know, was this a good stream at all, chat? Was this worth any amount of your time and effort? I don't know how many people were watching. I wasn't paying attention. I'm glad you liked it. By the way, I'm using the microphone on the camera. I'm not even using... I'm hoping the audio and everything was pretty okay. A little bummed after that SPL went off. A little bummed about that, I'm not going to lie. I'll talk to Gavin and figure out what's going on. That was the HQ C330. It's the AK blaster mods, but it's all metal. Every single part of it is metal. It's the Gucciest of jolts. An elegant weapon for a more civilized day. That's a good way of putting it, Nicholas. Yeah, Syphil, I'm sorry. I think we're going to call it here anyway. I had a lot of fun. The Smiley's still the best blaster, I think. This thing's just way too good. I just loaded that backwards. I was tearing it up with this thing. I honestly, I cannot recommend the Smiley enough. I think it was my favorite blaster I used today. I'll do one more run with the Smiley. We'll send things off. I'm going to wait for the 704. So give it a second. The stream might go down for a little bit. Just hit refresh. And I'm going to load up a couple of Smiley bags. We'll do a good send-off, and then I'm going to call it a night. And then clean up hundreds of darts. It doesn't really need it, Richard. If you prime it right, you don't need the metal. And that's coming from somebody who broke theirs. I don't have any more of the, I guess I do. I'll do one run with the dragon. What are these called? Dragon scale darts. They're 1.1 gram. I'll do a run with these, and then I'll do a run with the Bamboo X2s, which I think are 0.9, 0.85 gram. Although these darts are well worn at this point. Ugh, I'm not looking forward to talking to Gavin. I don't know what I did. It felt like from the very beginning that pin was loose. And I thought that's just how the blaster was supposed to be. And I kept using it, and yeah, it's unusable now. I could probably still do the video, but... Alright, let me know when we're good. It hasn't stopped on my screen yet. Ugh. Oh god, now I have to actually try. It backed out of the window. I sure hope that hit target. I sure hope that hit target. I sure hope that hit target. I don't hit the one below it. Ah! Well, let's play what the heck this is. Ah, because I use heavier darts. Oh, yeah. So these are absolutely not hitting anywhere near. They're hitting quite a bit under. Let's try this. Let's try this again. Oh. Man, I'm just not having a good time now, am I? Am I? What is my malfunction? Okay. Is this even working? I don't think it's working. I'm fairly certain this thing's bugged. And I don't have music playing anymore. Ah, what a way to end the stream. I'm almost positive there's something wrong with the target. What? Was I supposed to hit that one first or something? All right. Well, I think I'm done. This is obviously not dialed in at all. I'll need to adjust it, but huh. All right. Well, good enough time as any. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll do more streams like this now that I've got the setup kind of figured out. It was a nightmare. I'm not gonna lie. It was. Try again. You try again. It was a nightmare to get this set up. I've got cables and everything. You gotta remember, my computer's on the other side of the room, so. I actually have to walk up or get up and do a walk of shame to go turn the stream off, so. And I have to avoid all of the dirts. But I really appreciate those of you that joined, especially those of you that super chatted. You guys, it's never required, and you guys keep supporting, and I really appreciate it. What vid will I post next? Like a modding Smiley? The Smiley's already done. I don't need to do it. I'm not quite sure. I was going to do the SPL 2. That's not going to happen now. I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll find out. I'm going to talk to Gavin and clean up a bunch of darts. We'll figure out what's going on. But thank you very much for watching, everyone. I hope you kind of liked it. I know it was a little bit different. I didn't want to bore you guys, so I figured we'd do something different. Probably not everybody's cup of tea. But I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to awkwardly get up and shut off the stream now, so you guys have a fantastic night. I'm going to go make burgers. That was my my plan for dinner. Yeah. Alrighty. Take care, everyone. Don't break camera. Ugh.